We're back here with our sales data worksheet to look at how we can filter the data in that worksheet. The data here has been formatted as a table. Each of the column headings has a little drop-down list accessible to its immediate right. This list shows the data that's in that column. If we look at the salesperson, you'll see that every one of the individual salespeople is in this list. We can deselect Select All and then choose the salespeople whose data we want to see. I'll click a few of these and click OK, and you can see that the list has now shrunk so that we're seeing only the data for these salespeople. The little filter indicator here to the right of the column has changed its look. This tells us that there's a filter in place. This is important because it can be difficult sometimes to see that there's a filter in place, which may affect the data that you're seeing and the results of your totals. To clear the filter, click the drop-down list here and choose Clear Filter from Salesperson. Let's have a look now at how we can select to filter data for James Smith for quarters 1 and 2 only. To begin with, I'm going to select the quarter drop-down list and select quarters 1 and 2 and click OK. And then because I only want to see James Smith's data, I'll click here for the salesperson column, deselect this option here, and then just choose James Smith and click OK. Now we can see the results for just this one salesperson from both quarters. To clear the filter, we would need to clear the filter from each of the columns, so I'd need to go here and choose Clear Filter from Salesperson, and then do the same for the quarters. Or we can do it from the Home tab of the ribbon. I'll click the Home tab, click Sort and Filter, and click the Clear button. But I'll need to be inside the table for that to work. Here's the Clear button, and I'll click Clear. We can also see which salespeople have recorded sales greater than $50,000 in any quarter. I'll click the drop-down list here beside Total Sales. And what I could do is deselect everything that is not greater than $50,000. But I can also do it with a custom filter. So I'm going to choose number filters, and then I'm going to choose greater than or equal to, because I want to see everyone who has earned or sold more than $50,000 or $50,000 itself. So I'm going to select total sales is greater than or equal to and type 50,000 and click OK. And now we're seeing the results for those salespeople and the quarters in which they made 50,000 in total sales or more. To clear the filter, if I'm inside the table, I can click Sort and Filter and click Clear, or I can just click here and click Clear Filter from Total Sales. You can see here that if I click the drop-down filter list for a numerical column, I have the option to filter by cell color. Now that's relatively meaningless here because the cells are colored only because of the table format that I've applied. But I can also choose number filters, and these allow me to select, for example, above or below average sales figures. The top 10 or even the top 5 sales figures can be garnered using this option. And I can also find sales figures that are greater than or less than certain amounts. If I go to the salesperson column, you'll see that we have text filters. These are a different set of filters that are more appropriate to dealing with textual data. These filter tools allow us to ask questions of our data and to make calculations such as how much did we earn in quarter 1. We can do that very easily by just shrinking the data down so that we see only quarter 1 and then reading the results from the subtotal function.